some days where there's just no ad revenue at all. It'll be like 3 days where there's ads, and then a day where there's no ads, and then 3 days where there's ads. Or then I play more ranked. I usually play ranked for like the first week of a patch, and then once everyone's figured out the patch, it's easier to make content in unranked. You can get away with playing wackier builds. But like the first week of ranked, you can kind of do whatever and still get away with it. But once everyone's optimized, you kind of need to optimize yourself. And just not very fun playing the 15th companion core game where you build the exact same board. Not great content for Twitch, not great content for YouTube. I guess it's ATM. Away from Vanessa cosplay. Yeah, there's currently no sub goal. Don't think I'd want to do a Vanessa cosplay. I would like suggestions for things to do for a sub goal though. Not very easy to come up with things that make sense for the Bazaar. Vote for my starting item? No, it's just throwing. I've seen the show Community? Yeah, Community's great. One of my favorite sitcoms. Consumption is paramount. Well, for me, content production is pretty important. Voice cover some lines as a sub goal. Is that exciting for people? And a hunt again. You're probably gonna want duct tape on most characters. One of the better things you can get.
You're huge! Do you have any huge items? Okay, now sell me something. Something huge!
Good Lumbor.
I guess I made a sale.
Take a marble. If I take the marble, I don't get to roll my skills. I'm gonna play the Lumbor. I gotta take that.
That up quickly. Maybe I'm getting better at this.
Getting a shield skill is probably a bigger deal with duct tape, but
My dreams are too big for
this
you
is
to
good.
escape.
Oh, dominant combos this patch. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. A lot of stuff got nerfed. Croak looked pretty good. Between Caltrops being gold and the diamond skill pool being smaller, it does seem like it's pretty easy to get the diamond skill that gives your weapons damage based on your gold, plus Caltrops together. And that is a viable late game thing. A lot of builds are going to have trouble beating that. Vanessa, I have absolutely no clue.
Like my crew says at the bar, another round.
What else? Dooley might just be like the 10 win and get out hero again. The Alpha Ray builds are as good as they were before. Duct tape's good. You can probably play Force Field like you did the patch before as well. Duct tape, Force Field, Armored Core. Single up in Vanessa, always viable. Yeah, maybe. Silencer did get a bit of a nerf for that comps late game, but it might not matter. So much for soul media consumption. How you watch the streamers you watch. Everyone in between. Curious about your choice. It's understanding gameplay. Oh, sure, yeah.
Ready when you are, guy.
Let's get a skill. Didn't Catfish get a buff? I don't know. Did it? Shift back to control with freeze and slow. Slow's a lot better. The problem with freeze is it's harder to get the freeze skills than it used to be. Like, when freeze has been good, it's been off the back of bronze freeze skills, being able to accumulate a bunch of those to buy time to kill the opponent quick. Catfish is a flat 4 poison. Oh, it starts at 4, still scales up haste. Okay, yeah. I don't know. Still very slow, but it is a buff.
You seem like a nice person. I can already see all the treasures I'll put here.
Yeah, it always just related adjacents. Let's get the shield on the duct tape.
Solid.
Definitely not there. Let's play the bird.
My people believe in peace. Boring!
Hmm. It's a lot of healing. We might win in fatigue because we have shield though. Oh wait, no, there's a very large fang. Ugh. Yeah. Scaling my tripwire. Yeah, it's technically growing. It's just so slow. Not really a real item.
Take your time. I'm pretty laid back. Oh, delivery's free. I like the exercise.
Good food feeds body and soul.
Duct tape some more. Should be fine into this.
Faster than lightning!
Maybe we can play a force field.
Seeing spots here.
It's also good. So we get to Forja. Nothing. It's just +5 shield. Am I still playing Lumbors? Belt. Belt is silver already. Could be bird. Could also just take a skill. It's just pig skills are also not that exciting. Could be a damage skill.
Some folks a lot older than me have lived a lot less.
Stealer? Yeah, it's probably a dually patch.
Some are too proud.
We'll see.
By a child. You might examine that.
The big Caltrop stuff might be more consistent than I initially thought. I don't really want a gumball.
My battle days are over, but my weapons crave more. Newful teaches
Just keep that
stillness.
around.
I prefer action.
Ugh.
Are you sure? Have you noticed I'm huge? Hmm?
Managed to 10 with Vanessa. Yeah, our first Vanessa game was a 10 win. I mean, it's easier. It's definitely easier than it was. Does not mean that it is easy. Opponent is cooking. Hey, Mike. Thanks for the tier 1. 14 months is a lot of months. Welcome back. Not sure what small items are doing for me. How goes it? It's going pretty well. Going pretty well. How about yourself? +1 shield for every 4 gold you have. Seems better than rolling. I don't know.
There are a lot of steps in this staircase.
Not very good, but
It's beautiful up there.
do I... This might be the rare board that loses the Hydra dude. We have a lot of shield. We don't have a lot of damage. I'm risking it. Weapon items. Could be econ stuff. Can't even be the Lion Cane. Snack time.
Investment is building homes for money. I
That's an item.
suppose I'm something of a cock. I bid you farewell.
Buy a weapon.
I don't succeed unless my clients succeed. And
It's a
I
weapon.
am very successful.
Oh, yeah, we have a belt. That should have been in play. That was a lot of life to lose, too.
A wise investment, Mr. Pygmalion.
You do see these tusks, right?
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
Yeah, we don't know full release. The current plan for open beta is February, but that might get pushed back. Who knows?
You've got talent.
Barbed Wire was really good.
Nobler use.
Non-weapon. Yeah. I don't think I want the dog. We're gonna be upgrading probably the gym. Log is pretty good. It still has to roll a gold, right? To upgrade this. Probably just do this, get the free weapon. Be a monster. Yeah. We get another one? Another one? We get a weapon. That's okay.
I should warn you, I'm not like other Jabalians.
Nice, wholesome trebuchet. With no flat scaling anywhere. Let's take the guaranteed weapon here. Does that just want to be in play? I don't have crit for it. Drop a multi-strike on the bird. Keep taking the free. If I'm getting free weapon, I'll take free weapon over small shop.
Adira has surpassed me in power, but he can never surpass
All buildings is great.
Soon I think you will be ready for Adira's training.
Now back to kind of wanting the ATM now, but I only have one easy cut. Just go drop the bird. I believe. Maybe shouldn't have believed. Yeah, relying a little bit too much on the defensive layers.
You have at least a grain of wisdom, since you have come to me.
Care little skull.
Your enlightenment is my reward.
I didn't really want to crook. Gumballs for Og. Yeah, Diamond Ballista. Still strong.
My people believe in peace. Boring!
Turtle shell. Uh-oh. Yeah. Song name's so long. The song name's short. It's the artist credit. Yeah. Not enough damage.
Any good fights lately? Oh, I do miss it. Use it well. Make me proud.
If I spend
And when you
8.
carry my weapon, I fight alongside you. Go make some more stories, then come back and tell me. Enjoy the thrill of battle.
It'd have to be a bronze yo-yo. I don't know. I think I sell it and try to do better. I'm not sure about this. Could keep it around. Could get 3 small items from BazaarCon instead of the XP, but I want to get to this upgrade. Let's remember to do that this time.
Believe you'll win, and you'll win, but not against me.
Don't have the crit chance for that.
The work is never done. It can always be better. I respect loyalty, but Kev's not here.
Captain's Wheel got reduced cooldown with a March item and stash. Interesting.
Tusks, right?
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
Oh my god, another turtle shell? Shit. Damage scaling just isn't there yet.
All cannon, no ball.
Looking for mostly weapons.
Food is life. Our bodies are just containers.
Don't know that I'm gonna play my shield items forever. Getting haste enchant the Atlatl. What does Pig's Gym do hasted? Haste 3 items for 2 seconds. Let's do that. This also gives extra value to the gym. 69. Nice.
Welcome in, hon. What can I get you?
Phonograph Pig's Gym?
Just toss that on my back, and I'll trot it to your door. I used to offer a free ride home, but people thought it was weird.
Hmm. How much damage is it? Pretty low. Mostly just grabbing it for the health. First 5 times you slow, charge a burn item. One of 3 hero merchants. but this could be anything.
My goods are not for the cheap. Oh,
I don't want to roll this. Everything costs too much.
so few have the courage
And
for extravagance.
Size dilutes the brain. Mine is highly concentrated.
I think I'm probably done with the cutlass.
You're a smart one for your size. Shall I gift wrap it for you? Whoever said money can't buy class had neither.
Get a rewards card for the Pig's Gym,
I think that suits you beautifully.
if I ever remember to use it.
A very different school, this bazaar. But it has its lessons to teach.
Try to do better. I guess we could be doing this. Crit on the gym doesn't matter.
Before I left, the elder asked me to tell you he still disapproves.
Yeah, they're trying to find what the most enjoyable version of the game is. They've been doing that the entire time.
Are you sure? Have you noticed I'm huge? Hmm?
Good. I mean, they can have ideas what they want the game to be, but finding out which designs of items are going to be the most enjoyable to play with, you kind of just gotta try stuff out. Now's the time to be doing it.
I would spar with you, but this leg. Oof. Go make some more stories. Then come back and tell me.
So this now. I want to remember to put this on the
Use it well. Make me
Pig's
proud.
Gym next time I go to a shop.
And when you carry my weapon, I fight alongside you.
I mean, there is a design focus or direction, but they're trying to decide how they want to handle like charges and cooldowns. There's a bunch of possible ways that they could do it. They're trying to see which the best ways to do it are.
What's your favorite color? Mine is sadness.
Burn. I definitely wouldn't say that they have 180'd every time. Like, the charge change got 180'd, but the charge change was also just a bad direction to take the game. And they realized that, realized it was a mistake, went back on it. That's fine. Decided they could keep some stuff like Yo-Yo. They're still trying to figure out, like, how much should a level be worth? How much should an hour be worth? Kind of thing they're going to refine as they get more experience, as players play the game more. Infinite loop wasn't an addition in any patch? What? I mean, every patch has had infinite loops. It's just how easy they are to make. How core are they to what the characters are trying to go for every game? Why didn't they figure this out before? Because they didn't have a player base before. I don't know what you mean. You don't know how people are going to react to things until you put it in front of them. Got Og. Let's do this. Bronze. Even if Team a few dozen people aren't going to break the game. Yeah, it's also like what is broken versus what are like acceptable builds to be able to go for consistently. You kind of just got to gauge community responses to see how people feel about things. This was the first patch I would say that they fully 180'd. They make big changes every patch as part of like a way to keep players around and keep the game fresh and different. Like the balance patches aren't usually just for balance, they're also to shake up the game. And naturally, when you're going to make big changes, you are going to break things. That's expected. The game is not meant to sit in one place.
No sale. I want one. If it's not right for you, bring it back. I want you to be happy. Oh, I think you're really gonna enjoy that.
Yeah, there were some takeaways they were able to take away from the previous patch too. Like it is okay to keep Yo-Yo around in its current form. Having things start at charge 2 rather than charge 1 on items like Pufferfish might be the place they want to be ending up with it.
Ooh-wee, now that's a bargain. Warms my rusty circuits to see that find a home.
You said Rand said to make 100 change in the patch, 90 will land, player base contains about 10% misses. Yeah.
That's been sitting there 20 years, waiting for
Like, in general, I'm happy to just see big changes that wildly change the game every couple weeks. Keeps the game fresh, keeps the game interesting. More things to discover, more things to talk about. But especially if they're going to do it, doing it in closed beta is where it makes the most sense.
Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything.
I should have shared it. I also forgot to customer card this once again. You are scary. I'm just gonna go here. He does drop the skill now. I did get it earlier.
That's quality.
In closed beta, pretty much every game develops that way. Maybe not in a public closed beta, but in early development, you gotta find the fun. Trial and error is the way you find the fun. No, I don't think that it's not the game for him. I think he just doesn't understand how game development works. Like, this is how you test your vision. Your vision's not always going to be correct, and then you refine your vision over time.
You do see.
I'd also say stuff like...
Right.
I wouldn't even say that like stuff like the charge stuff is necessarily a part of a core vision for the game. It's just a mechanic. Having some mechanics that don't work out happens. If something that introduces a miss, I'd rather them go back on it than double down to it.
I'm finished with fighting, but I can help you. Nuvo teaches stillness. I prefer action.
Gold is wild. Yeah, Caltrops on gold is pretty wild. I'm a little scared of Caltrops on gold.
Then come back and tell me.
I am eager to test your abilities and to improve them
So I
immeasurably.
don't need knife tricks. Oh no, I didn't get the thing. Double down.
I doubted a non-Sphinxian could learn that. Impressive.
I don't double down on Caltrops. Seems fine. Yeah, I keep forgetting to put a dead on Jim. I'm getting distracted by chat. It happens.
Hope you packed a change of clothes, because you're gonna get dirty.
Any weapon.
Magnificent find.
Pearl, yes. Yeah, unfortunately not the most interesting Pearl. I'm sorry. Let me just, actually remember for once. Nah, 1 second is the lowest natural cooldown an item can have.
Tell everyone you got it here. Remember, diamonds come in small boxes. Fire's remorse never. Be remorseless.
My people believe in peace. Boring! I should warn you.
Yeah, haste past 1 second?
Not like
I don't think that's true.
Well, I'll admit, that was impressive.
How long was the fight? I thought you could haste under 1, but I could be wrong. Haste a 1 second item, it does nothing. Huh. Oh no, I didn't know that. I thought we checked that at one point, and it looked like it was getting faster, but... Could be wrong.
I assume you're here to give tribute.
Yeah, it seems like it's still going 1 second.
Possible.
So it just cancels out slows. Oh, maybe that's why. Because it was like slowed. So it was going slower, but it got faster when I hasted it. So it seemed like it was getting faster. don't think I'm batterying. Don't think I need that either. Juggler.
I've come too far to let you stop me.
Let's upgrade. Doesn't do much. It's just Signet Ring. Let's look at the skills.
How does Nufu set himself apart? We Sphinxians must work together.
That seems bad. I think we can do better. 600 gold.
I have seen such talent once before, and it bloomed into Adira.
Sec hasted item activates 2 times per second. No, it doesn't. That's what we just went over. Did I miss a cell? Oh no, we're just inventory bugged. Okay. Yep, that's... What, ICD? ICD is every 0.2 seconds, but apparently that has nothing to do with an item's regular cooldown. You just can't get a regular cooldown to go faster than 1 second. I also assumed that it worked that way. Until 5 minutes ago.
Are you sure?
Well, it's not even charge, it's how quickly can an ability activate in succession. Whoa, I'm getting bouldered. Oh my god. Pain.
There's no time but the present. I don't believe my systems.
Move slower. Was it slowed?
This pork roast's almost...
It also doesn't have full speed until it gets hasted. This is the thing that is hasting it, and when it hastes it, it also reduces its cooldown by 3 seconds. 2 seconds.
Right. Back to business. And that's how a master merchant makes a sale. You see landfill? I see buried treasure. That's been sitting there 20 years, waiting for you. Warms my rusty circuits to see that find a home. Hooey! Now that's a bargain. Well, you're doing your part to clean up the bazaar. That's been sitting there 20 years, waiting for you.
Yeah, I also thought that was the case, but... I don't know. Does not seem to be the case.
Hooey! Now that's a bargain.
Oh, I guess we do have burn. Forgot about the enchant.
It is sad not everyone can be a worm cat, but you will try, yes? You will not die, will you? Makes Ryukon look bad.
No, you can see when it tasted, how long it takes to activate.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're
I think
fighting
with the new patch
for.
so far, a lot of changes. Lots of stuff to experiment with. I don't know. I think I underestimated the Caltrops change. There are a bunch of ways to make Caltrops good. It's not just Crook. It's easier to find Pig's Diamond skill that gives damage equal to gold, too. There's only 8 Diamond skills in the pool. You're going to see it most of the time. Vanessa seemed kind of mediocre. And Dooley seems very good. That's my rough thoughts. Oh my god. Here's some pre-patch remain in the pool. They should all be out of the pool by now, but I don't know. I know they froze the pool because of the crazy bugs going on. I don't know. He's never changed CD. Yeah, that's why it's weird that it's like capped at the same number as the cooldown regularly is. I think that's the point that he's trying to make.
My food is gonna make you unstoppable.
Well,
My dreams
hopefully we can beat a pig.
too big for you to steal. I should warn you, I'm not like other Jabarians.
Okay, barely. Spooky, spooky, spooky.
Chasing you.
It is 1 second? I thought for sure that it was still 2 seconds. I played a lot of slow comps. Yeah, it's... I'm pretty sure it's 2 seconds. Yeah, 1 second if it's both hasted and slowed. I think that's why I assumed that it worked. Because I was looking at it while it was slowed. So when it gained haste, it got faster. But if it wasn't slowed, it wouldn't have gotten faster. I could see that being where I made the mistake. It's slow on Atlatl. Or just slow on Phonograph, too. Slow 1 item, 3 second. Yeah, let's replace this enchant. Ask other streamer about this. Not sure what to think. Of what to think about what? Like how it should work or how it does work? Like, I agree that it would intuitively make sense for a 1 second cooldown item to go to 0.5. That's probably why that's a big part of why I assumed that it just worked that way. But how it should work versus how it does work are two very different questions. I mean, you can clip the video before it attacks and see how long it takes in the timer before it attacks again. Like, this is an easy thing to time. It feels like it's about a second. What could this be? We don't need more haste. A little late on the AUG. The cooldown being capped at 1 second is totally fine. It's kind of weird that like haste and slow don't override it when other things can. Or like if it's going to work that way, it should probably update the tooltip when they're hasted.
You do see these tusks, right?
Well, it got frozen, but... Sure. I mean, I thought that it worked on an earlier patch, but again, I could have just been mistaken. I've never paid super close attention to it. The slow overrides it, but haste doesn't. Well, because it's not affecting the cooldown. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Atlatl is bronze? Yeah, upgrades on Atlatl don't matter. It's just a little bit of damage. But like, you can clip one of our fights and see if it's triggering at 1 second or 0.5.
If the Elder could see me now.
Already clipped. And what did the timestamp say? Yeah, that was filthy. I am officially scared of Caltrops. We had an AUG, but I don't know how much the AUG really mattered. We also missed the diamond skill. Well, garbage chests today. Caltrops feels like punishing people for playing the game. I mean, it's punishing people for having fast cooldowns. It scales off of the opponent's item activations. Like, what is playing the game? Not like you have any inputs in the combat.